Guys, Will here with W.T.F car reviews, and today we're reviewing the all-new 2025 Jeep Gladiator High Tide.
And a big thanks to Mike at Furman Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram in Newport Richey, Florida for helping make this review possible. I'll leave a link to your inventory below, and if you're looking for a new car, SUV, or truck in the Newport Richey, Tampa, Clearwater area, I would definitely recommend checking these guys out. And that's for Mike.
And for those of you guys who don't know, Jeep brought back the Gladiator as their midsize off-road pickup back in 2020. Facelifted for 2024, refreshing the interior tech and exterior styling, dropping the diesel, with the Gladiator dropping the previously available manual transmission this year for 2025. There are 11 trims for the 2025 Gladiator, all now exclusively made Jeep's 3.6-liter V6 to an 8-speed automatic transmission, ranging from the $38,000 Sport up to the $61,000 Rubicon X. The High Tide that you see here likely being the best value 2025 Gladiator, getting the Willys suspension, premium hardtop, and a McKinley leather trimmed interior, all for a $46,000 base price. What else do we get for that money? Let's jump right in. So up front, we don't get the LED headlamps, just the halogens, but the front bumper not being steel outlined, but still steel reinforced with the steel recovery hooks. And we get the fog light down below. Sorry about the background noise. We got some kids practicing archery in the background in the local church, but this is just about the only empty part of the parking lot that I can find over here, so just bear with me. We get the running boards here on the High Tide, some specific High Tide graphics, similar wheel and tire setup, and the same suspension as the Willys trim, with these black wheels wrapped in Firestone Destination mud terrain tires, or max traction tires. Dimensions being 255/75 R17, coming out to about a 33-inch tire. Still a decent amount of wheel gap. The fender flares are aggressive. Mentioned the running boards, trail rated 4x4, black badging, black mirror caps, blind spot monitoring, not on the glass, but we get heated mirrors. Black window trim, the premium hardtop, smart access for the driver and a front passenger. I'll take a step back. Hopefully you guys can pick up the entire side profile of this 2025 High Tide. Out rear, we get the same rear wheel and tire setup, no leaf springs, pretty aggressive Willys suspension out rear as well. If you can pick it up with the frame and exhaust tip right behind it. The gas cap is push to open, no easy fill, and you can throw 87 octane fuel here for this 3.6-liter V6. We don't get LED taillights either. Getting a single recovery hook for the rear bumper. It's not steel outline, but of course still a steel bumper. Black badging, High Tide in the lower right corner. Shout out Furman Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram here in Newport Richey, Florida for helping make this review possible. Backup camera underneath the Jeep badging, with our third brake light right over here, part of the tailgate. The tailgate itself is damped. No bed liner, but for about $500–600 you can get that done in the aftermarket. We get hooks in each corner with LED box lighting, but that's about it. Dropping this tailgate, or lifting this tailgate, we can take a squat back here, check out the rear suspension. Pretty decent amount of ground clearance, and our exhaust tip in the lower left corner with a full-size spare tire. But speaking of the exhaust tip, let's fire up this 3.6-liter V6 and hear how she sounds. Alright guys, that was the sound of the 3.6-liter V6 sold by Jeep for the 2025 Gladiator High Tide. And it sounds okay, cranking out 285 horsepower, 260 pound-feet of torque, made it to an 8-speed automatic transmission. You can expect the 0 to 60 in around 7.2 seconds, making it a very solid performer, averaging around 19 miles per gallon. But what you see is basically what we get. We don't get the traditional hood, so you have to actually latch each latch individually. It's not necessarily the easiest thing to do with one hand. Hopefully the windshield doesn't fly, or the hood doesn't fly into the windshield during the test drive. But that's about it for the outside of this 2026 Gladiator. Let's take a step inside and see what we get. We'll set the lights back to auto so the truck's not yelling at me. Soft touch materials up top, leather stitched armrest, power door controls with our mirror adjustments, and of course this is a removable door, so don't expect too many electric controls on it. I'll show you guys the sticker over here. We have a 974-pound payload, so don't overload this at Home Depot. But anyway, we get the running board out here too, and leather trimmed bucket seats. This is the reason you're going with this High Tide trim. They're not genuine leather, but they feel just like the real thing. With electric adjustments, you can recline, drop, lift, and slide with 4-way lumbar control. But taking a step inside, this grab handle helps with this pretty high up off-road pickup truck. Foot on the brake, engine start stop, and everything fires right to life. So along with the McKinley leather seats, we get a stitched dashboard, stitched airbag cover, and grab handle. This is a very premium feeling interior with a 12.3-inch touchscreen coming available since the 2025 or 2024 facelift. The gauges, we get the center LCD display with the digital speedometer. We can adjust it to the vehicle information with tire pressure, coolant temp, trans temp, oil pressure, oil life, and battery voltometer. Off-road, we have the drivetrain and pitch and roll, driver assist, adaptive cruise control, fuel economy with our current and instant range. Down to our trip computer, engine start stop, audio, messages, screen setup, wow, I can't speak, and the digital speedometer. My personal favorite to leave it at all times would be the tire pressure, so we'll leave it there. Tach goes to about 6,500 RPM, speedometer goes to 120, tilt and telescoping steering column, auto headlamps, auto high beams, interior brightness, and we have this Gladiator specific trim underneath. The air vents are outlined in aluminum. We mentioned the stitched dashboard. We don't have the removable windshield here. We get the power hardtop. We're not power hardtop. We get the removable hardtop with latches. I'm not going to open it up for you because I've done that in the past and it took me almost an hour putting it back together, but I'm sure there's plenty of videos on YouTube that'll demonstrate this truck with the removable hardtop. Still a cool feature, especially with this roll cage surrounding it. We get the passenger airbag alert, assist, SOS. We don't get an auto dimming rear view mirror. We can pull this flappy thing to dim it, the 12.3-inch touchscreen. Let's check out the home screen. We get our phone, music, no standard navigation unfortunately, with media underneath it, comfort. Here we can have our air conditioning adjustments, but we get hard buttons for the air conditioning, so thumbs up to Jeep for leaving us with that. Phone, vehicle settings, rear view camera, and all of our apps, favorites, and categories. Pause, take a look at everything potentially available. The off-road pages, let's take a quick look at them. We have our dynamic steering angle, transfer case unlocked, gauges, pitch and roll. My personal favorite would be gauges, so we'll leave it here. Longitude, latitude, and altitude. Air vents beneath it. Mentioned air vent controls, heated seats, and a heated steering wheel. We turn off the auto engine start stop, traction control, hazards, and our off-road cruise control. Our window controls, media. Here we have a USB-A and C port with an aux port right next to it, and a 12-volt on the left side. Four-wheel drive controller, it's a part-time four-wheel drive system. Backup camera, the gear sliding control, and the 8-speed auto transmission. The backup camera, the guidance lines and trajectory aren't currently on, but they are available. We put it back in the park and we return right back to the previous screen. We had a traditional parking brake here too. That's a pretty cool feature. You'll fit 24, maybe 32-ounce bottles with a pass-through in the center. Gushy soft leather center console armrest with 2 tiers of space. Top tier, you'll fit car accessories and some coins. You'll fit about 6 1-liter bottles of soda with an additional USB-A port. The glove box is damped, not very large. I'll see if you'll fit a license plate in here. Nope, you will not. But should be able to fit a pair of shoes, should be able to fit 3 or 4 Harry Potter books. It's stitching for the airbag cover, and that's about it for the front seat, at least this 2025 Gladiator High Tide 4x4. The base price of $38,000 for the Sport, but this is not the Sport. The High Tide package costing $5,700 with the Juice exterior paint being $895. But the High Tide package gives us the tailgate and hood decals, hard seat back, the sun visors, illuminated vanity mirrors, Willys suspension, 17x7 painted black wheels just like on the Willys, premium McKinley trim seats. That's the reason itself to go with this trim level. Premium steering wheel, hard top, fender flares. You guys can pause, take a look at all the rest of the features. The convenience package for $22.95, giving us the windshield with Corning Gorilla Glass, air conditioning with automatic temperature control, front door passive entry and lock, heated front seats, heated steering wheel, remote start, and a universal garage door opener. The side steps are also included in that package. About $2,000 for the destination charge, totaling us out a tick under $49,000. So we are definitely getting up there in price. This is a very well loaded Gladiator, and these are seeing some very decent discounts. I wouldn't be surprised if you can pick one of these up for like 44, 45 out the door. 19 combined miles per gallon, 17 in the city, 22 on the highway. And that's about it for the front seat, at least, of this 2026 Jeep Gladiator High Tide. We can take a step out back, see how much space is offered back there, as well as the overall quality of the materials. The floor mats are a little bit in the way, but I'll push them out of it. Soft touch even out rear. You hear that, Toyota? Even on the higher trim Tacomas we've been reviewing on this channel, just hard plastic, but here it's soft. Gushy soft leather armrest, aluminum door handle, cargo net. The running board continues. The second row seats have pretty decent legroom. Also, you hear that, Toyota? You can actually fit in the back seat of a mid-size truck with some storage underneath it as well. No latches to pull to drop it, and the grab handle right here to help out the access for the older or smaller passengers. But the floor mats are definitely in the way, but hopefully you can pick up about 2-3 inches of overall knee room, headroom. With this hard top, I have about 4 inches of it. So if you're under 6'6", I think you'll fit comfortably in the back of a Gladiator. Definitely not something you're gonna say with every mid-size truck. We have cargo nets behind each front seat. Center cubby you can fold down with a latch, which is also this McKinley leather trim. You'll fit 24-ounce water bottles. We'll see if we get air vents. We do get air vents. Sorry about that. The camera's kind of tripping out with our window controls and cup holders down beneath. Our interior lighting and our speakers right above the passengers' heads. That's about it though for the inside and outside of this 2025 Jeep Gladiator High Tide. It is a really well loaded mid-size pickup truck for the money. Sure, with the convenience package it is starting to get a little bit up there in price, but once you factor in the discounts that both the factory and dealerships are offering on these 2025 Gladiators, this might be one of the best, if not the best value off-road mid-size pickups out on the road right now. Performance-wise, let's take this 2025 Jeep Gladiator High Tide out for a drive and see what it's got. All right guys, now we're just about seeing everything we need to see with the inside and outside of the all-new 2025 Jeep Gladiator High Tide. Let's take it out for a drive and see what it's got. My first impression, the steering feels pretty hefty here. Throttle response is good with the V6. And the ride quality with a solid front and rear axles, I mean, it's not gonna be great, but this is pretty great. The off-road capability. The on and off-road transition is just about seamless. I'm gonna move my water bottle because it's making a lot of noise. It's not quite as gushy soft as the Ram Bighorn we just reviewed with the heavy-duty suspension, but this is probably a more capable off-roader with the added ground clearance. Oh yeah, feels beefy over the bumps, but you do feel them a little bit. Very capable truck, but not quite as luxurious as what you're gonna get from the Ram lineup. Speed bump right over here. Still rides over it very comfortably for a truck that has solid front and rear axles. We can take a step out here. Throttle response, yeah, it feels very good with this V6. Over the bumps, very composed, and then taking a step out here, we'll lean into it about halfway. Very smooth, gets up and goes fine, doesn't blow you away. And at highway speeds, ride quality is good. You start to hear a little bit of road noise, but for mud terrain, max traction tires, you don't really hear any tire humming. We're like 50, 55 miles an hour. Turn signal stocks have a premium feel. Brakes feel very good. Take a step out here. Very smooth delivery of power with partial applications. It's a very torquey V6 in the low RPMs, getting you up to speed without really crossing 2,500 RPM. We can lean into it about halfway. Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, as soon as you start to press on this pedal, this V6 really comes to life. And uphill doesn't take a lot of throttle to keep this thing moving. As I said, very torquey in the lower RPMs here. Might have something to do with the gear ratios. You try out these manual shifts too. They're in the wrong direction. Let's see if you get rev match downshifts. Yeah. Pretty responsive too. Yeah, as soon as you use them, very good response on the paddle shifters. Not paddle shifters, but the gear selector shifters. I was not expecting them to respond as well as they do. Looks like a good opportunity to try one out off the line, give this guy in front of us a little bit of space so we can have some fun, but off the line, on the gas. Ooh, little chirp. Yeah, you look down and you're moving. I could see 0 to 60 happening in the low 7-second range. And it's a screamer up top. Brakes feel really good. Let's see how the handling is, throwing it in quicker than we should. Nimble. And good power coming out. This is a solid driving off-road pickup truck. Sure, if you're looking for a truck to do actual truck things like hauling 2x4s, 4x4s, whatever, by 4s from Home Depot, hauling cement bags, hauling sod, whatever, you know, mulch, anything, rocks. If you're looking to haul, if you're looking to tow, this is probably not the truck for you. But if you're looking to have a cool, fun ride on the street that's basically just as capable off the street as it is on it, this is probably the best all-around off-road truck for the money, of course, because you're sitting here with close to Tacoma TRD Pro capability while being at Nissan Pro 4X for the pricing. Brakes feel good, throwing it in. I mean, it's a nice feeling truck with power. Yeah, a lot of power. And the brakes feel good. Bump. I mean, sure, it's not amazing, but it's not bad by any means. Try out these manual shifts too. Third gear, second gear. We're not even gonna touch the brakes, use the engine braking. And coming out. I was not expecting the body roll to be this limited. Whew. All right, no need to beat it up. Overall, guys, if you're looking for the best value, premium feeling off-road pickup truck, under $50,000. This is under $50,000 after destination. These are seeing $5,000 to $10,000 discounts at a minimum right now. You write a $45,000 check and you can take this thing home, and that's without a trade-in. I mean, for that money, this is quick, capable, reasonably comfortable, and it looks pretty freaking sick. If that's what you're looking for, guys, between the $45,000 to $50,000 price point, I would 100% recommend checking out the High Tide Gladiator with the McKinley leather seats, stitching all throughout the interior, Willys suspension, skid plates, Willys off-road tires. I mean, you're getting your money's worth, and I would 100% recommend checking one out. And a big thanks to Mike and the rest of the management and staff here at Furman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Newport Richey, Florida for helping make this review possible. I'll leave a link to your inventory below, and if you're looking for a new car, SUV, or truck in the Newport Richey, Tampa Bay area, I would definitely recommend checking these guys out and ask for Mike. And a huge thanks to all you guys for watching. I had a great time making this video. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you've already subscribed, thank you so much. You guys know the channel's just not possible without you, and I really appreciate the constant support. But again, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Leave a like too. It really helps me out, the YouTube algorithm. That's how these videos get promoted to new people. Leave a comment. Let me know what you like. Let me know what you don't like. Leave a comment. Let me know if there's any specific cars, SUVs, or trucks you want to see reviewed on this channel, and I'll definitely try getting those videos for you ASAP. But other than that, again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope all of you have a great day.